Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Natalie and I cannot believe that we are going into the last TBR of the year. I'm literally in shock that it's about to be December. I feel like every year goes by faster and faster, but this year was just so insanely quick. I feel like it happened in the blink of an eye, but we've made it to December. Honestly, I have a lot of new books on this TBR just because there's a lot of holiday reads. I haven't honestly read like any holiday reads in the time that I've been a reader. Maybe like one or two, but not a lot. And so this year I've collected a lot because I'm very much in the holiday spirit and excited to read holiday books, no matter how cheesy they may be. I also have some thrillers because I don't know why, but in like the cold weather, I love a good thriller. Let's be real, I love a good thriller any time of the year, but I just feel like it fits the winter vibe. I have my little Christmas tree. We are ready for the December TBR, so we're just gonna get into it. This month, instead of my regular little TBR jar I use, I'm using this cute little Christmas book because I just thought it was fitting. So let's just get into my December TBR. Book number 1 of December is a book picked by someone else. I'm gonna bring my best friend into this. She's gonna pick one for us. I'm gonna take a picture of all these. Can you choose one of these books for my December TBR? Just texted her, so gonna wait on that one. We're gonna move on to the second one, and then once she responds, I will let you guys know which one she picked. Moving on to book number 2 of December, we have, a book that became a movie. Okay, I don't think I've ever gotten this one. Do we have any books that became movies in here? Oh, okay, we definitely do. The one I'm going to pick, which I did pick for a TBR once and I did not get to it, is The Shining by Stephen King. This is like a classic Stephen King book. I know it's a huge movie and I've never seen the movie, so I'm obviously going to go with this one. It is giving perfect wintry snowy vibes on the front. Obviously it's a horror book, not like the cozy romance vibes, but it definitely fits the December vibes. So we're going to go with The Shining by Stephen King. So this book is about Jack Torrance. He is the off-season caretaker at this hotel. Obviously it's the off-season, like no one's there, but he has to take care of the hotel and he thinks it's going to be a great time for his whole family to reconnect. They can all, stay there, bond, and all of that stuff. And meanwhile, he also wants to work on his writing. As the winter weather sets in, the location seems to be more sinister, but the only person that's noticing this and all the forces like around them is a 5-year-old named Danny Torrance. I'm very intrigued. I've never read a Stephen King book before and I've never seen the movie, so this will honestly be perfect because I can read the book, see the movie, and compare them. I'm honestly very nervous. So this will be like my first ever real horror story I'll be reading. Wish me luck. This is gonna be our second book of our December TBR. Okay, also Lucy responded. I knew she would respond quick, so that's why I texted her, but she said, this is so hard to choose, but I have to go with Keeping 13. I bawled and I need to see if you do too, which I'm honestly very excited about. She chose Keeping 13 by Chloe Walsh. This is the second book in the Boys of Tommen series. I read the first book, I think it was back in September. I don't remember. I think it was September I read the first book and I fell in love with it. I gave it 5 stars. I honestly started this series because of her. Obviously, so many people talk about it. Firsthand experience. She was telling me all about it while she was reading it and I really wanted to read it. So I picked it up and fell in love with it. So I'm obviously excited to move on to the second book. If you guys know or if you've read Binding 13, the ending leaves you on such a cliffhanger. So I'm very excited to jump into Keeping 13 and see what it's all about. This series is about Johnny Kavanaugh and Shannon, and there's a whole lot that happens in the first book. So if you haven't read it, I totally recommend, but this is just continuing on with the series. So I'm so excited she chose this, and this is going to be technically our first book because this was our first prompt of the December TBR. We're kind of going backwards here, but now we have 2 books for December. Book number 3 of December is, this is perfect. A book that matches the season. Obviously I have so many books in here that match the season, like holiday season. So it's kind of my pick. Oh, this is hard. This is so hard because I feel like there's a lot of really great books on here, but I'm going to go with The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. I have the other 2 and I think they're super cute reads. They're not like the best books to ever exist, but they really get you in the mood of the season that they're about. So I feel like this one's perfect for this prompt. This book is about Kira and Bennett. Kira actually doesn't really like Christmas, but she just bought a Christmas tree farm in her small town, and Bennett is on vacation in Dream Harbor where she lived, and he happens to get kind of stuck in a snowstorm at her place. They have to be around each other and a connection obviously comes from it. I think this will just be perfect for the holiday season, and what better time to read it than now, obviously, because it's Christmas. So I'm very excited. This is going to be book number 3 on our December TBR. Moving on to book number 4, a book with yellow on the cover. Okay, we have a few books with yellow on the cover. I'm automatically kind of just reaching for holiday books because this is the time to read them. This is the one I'm going to choose. It's called Most Wonderful by Georgia Clark. I just picked this one up from Barnes recently, and it is a queer romance about 3 siblings that go to their hometown and reunite with their mom for the holidays, for Christmas time, and they each kind of find a romance in their hometown. Very like Hallmark vibes, but make it queer. So I'm excited about this one. I just think it looks like a really cute little Christmas book, so we have to get it in this month. Moving on to book number 5. Let's see what we get. A genre you love to read. I have obviously a lot of romance on here and a lot of thrillers. This is what I'm going to choose for genre I love to read because it's like a mystery rom-com, so I think it's like the best of both worlds. It's called The Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Ali Carter. I've seen it everywhere lately, so I'm very excited to pick it up. This book's about Maggie Chase and Ethan Wyatt. She is a cozy mystery writer and he is a thriller writer. They both get invited to this exclusive Christmas party by the most powerful author in the world, which her name is Eleanor. And during this Christmas party, Eleanor goes missing. Ethan and Maggie actually hate each other, but they have to find these clues and figure out if this is like a planned thing or if Eleanor is really missing. And this obviously brings the two of them closer, but I think it'll be really cute. I've seen a lot about it, and obviously just the perfect little read for December. So this is going to be book number 5 on our December TBR. Moving on to book number 6, we have a book with a title that includes a location. Okay, this one I'm going to choose Lovelight Farms because it obviously includes the location of the farm, and I have heard so many good things about this book. I feel like this is like everyone's top rated Christmas book that I've seen, and I didn't get to it last year, so I'm very excited to pick this one up. This book's about Stella, and Stella actually owns a Christmas tree farm, but it's not doing well right now. She enters this big influencers contest to basically win $100,000 and a ton of free publicity for her Christmas tree farm to kind of save it, but on the application she lies and said that she owns it with her boyfriend when in fact she does not have a boyfriend. But in enters Luca, and Luca kind of gets pulled into being Stella's fake boyfriend so she can end up winning this contest. So this is their little love story, and again, I heard so many amazing things, so I'm excited to add it to the TBR. Book number 7 of our December TBR is an author you've never read. I honestly have a lot on here that are authors that I've never read. I've never read either of these two. I've read obviously these ones, never read this one, read this one, read this one, read this one, never read this one. This book is called Lone Wolf and Lights by Stacey Kennedy, and I've never read this author before, but this book seems so cute. This book's about Willow Quinn, and she's actually from Phoenix, but she moves her life to Montana and opens this bar, and she wants it to be a place where women can come and feel like themselves. Maggie's bar actually goes viral for her being a person that comes into their community and isn't from there, but in enters Eli. Eli is a former bull rider that is actually from this town that she has her bar in, and his solution is that she should have a fake romance with a local, that local being him, so people feel like she isn't coming in to basically take over their city and their bars and all that. So I think it'll be a cute little fake dating romance trope. It's a really quick read too. It'll just be a fun little December read. Our last book that I'm going to choose for our December TBR is a book that's under 350 pages. I feel like we have a lot of books on here that are under 350 pages. I didn't even pull this on the TBR, and I'm actually going to choose one more book because this book is a novella and it's so short, but this is called My December Darling by Lauren Asher. I love Lauren Asher's books so much, and I really want to read this one, so I'm going to put it on the December TBR even though I didn't pull it. We're going to choose one more book after this. So this book's about Catalina. She's actually the maid of honor for her sister who's marrying her ex-boyfriend, which is very odd, but Luke, who is her ex-boyfriend's best friend, is the best man. There's a lot of different relationships here, but she doesn't want anything to do with him, even though he's super handsome, super nice, all of that. But Luke is kind of determined to make Catalina fall in love with him per se, or just date him in general. That's what this little novella is about. I'm excited to see if I like it or not, but look how cute the cover is. It's so stunning, and I mean, it just screams Christmas, so I have to put this on there. And it's a novella, so it's super short, and yeah, we're just gonna add this as an extra one. But now moving on to a book that's under 350 pages. This is so hard because I have so many Christmas books that I want to read, but I know I can't read them all. Okay, this book is like 300 pages and I'm so excited because I really want to read it. But this is Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. So this book is about author Grady Green, and one day he calls his wife and she is talking to him on the phone. During this time, she slams on the brakes. He tells her not to get out of the car, it's not safe, all of that. Something ends up happening to her, and when he gets there, she's not there. The car's headlights are on, but she's missing. And now it's a year later, he does not know what happened to her, and it's like eating at him alive. Obviously, he can't seem to write. So he decides to go to this little Scottish island to try and write. And while he's there, he sees someone that looks identical to his wife. I am so intrigued by this, and I've been so excited to read this. So I'm definitely going to put this on our TBR for December as our last book. But those are all the books I decided to choose for my December TBR. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm so excited. There's so many Christmas reads on here, but we have it split up by a few other different genres. So let me know if you guys have read any of these and what your thoughts are on them. So excited for Christmas reads and just Christmas in general. I cannot wait. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you guys in my next one.